Hello friends, Mandar here. I'm back with another video. Today I'm going to talk about USCIS fee increases that are going to be effective October 2nd. This is going to impact a lot of people in different categories of visas. It is going to impact all the non-immigrant visas as well as immigrant visas. In the immigrant visas, it is going to particularly impact I-485, which is adjustment of status application. In addition to the fee changes, there is also forms that are going to change. So if you are interested in this topic, stick around until the end and let's get started. If you are here for the first time, welcome. My name is Mandar and I make immigration related videos for US and Canada. I would also like to mention that I am not an immigration lawyer, so anything that I say on this video or on my channel is for information purpose only. For your specific immigration needs, you should hire a competent immigration attorney. And if you like this video, please hit the like button and consider subscribing to my channel. Now let's get started. So about a month back, the court agreed with USCIS that they need to increase the fees. Their argument is this year there was a decrease in case filings for a variety of reasons, and because of that their revenue has dropped. As you all know, USCIS is funded by your processing fee. So any dip in the processing of the application is going to impact their bottom line. So that is what their claim is. Irrespective of the reasons, I typically don't go into the details about why things happen. I'm here to tell you about what is actually happening and what are the facts. So let's go into that. So I'll give you some highlights of what the changes are, and then we'll look at the actual link which will give you the specifics about each visa category and what is the change in terms of fees for that particular category. I'd also like to mention that there have been a lot of lawsuits. So American Immigration Lawyers Association along with few other organizations have filed a lawsuit against the fee increase. This case is pending in the court and it is expected that the court will give some ruling in the last week of September. So right before the changes take effect. Now these cases are typically for injunction, which means put a hold on fee increases. So if the court goes in favor of AILA and other organizations, then the fee increase will not take effect. But if they go against the lawsuit, then the fee increase is set to take place starting October 2nd. So I just wanted to give that disclaimer out that fee increase is scheduled to take place on October 2nd, but there are some lawsuits which may stop it from happening. So it is important for you to know if you are planning to submit your application for 485 or adjustment of status or any of the other visa categories that are impacted because of this fee increase, you might want to do so sooner rather than later, because after October 2nd, you are going to see fee increase. The citizenship fee application will be increased from $640 to $1,170. There will also be a fee charged for asylum cases. Now there has been no fee in the past, and typically for asylum seekers there is no fee for application, but USCIS is going to start charging $50 for that. There are also some rule changes that are being made. They will be effective next month, which will make it harder for any kind of fee waivers. The fee for I-485, the adjustment of status application, is actually going to go down by $10, but there is an increase in the other side of the equation. Typically, if you are eligible to apply for I-485, which is adjustment of status, which happens when you have your priority date current, you file for I-485 and along with it, you also file for two more applications. One is Employment Authorization Card, which is I-765 form, and then the other is Travel Authorization Document, which is also called Advance Payroll, and it is I-131. Now currently these two forms, the first time EAD based on I-485 and Advance Payroll, they did not have any fees associated with them. You only paid for adjustment of status fees. You did not pay for Advance Payroll and EAD card. The first time application concurrently was free for these two things. Now going forward, they are going to start charging fees for Advance Payroll and EAD card. So that is where is the fee increase for the entire package for adjustment of status. So basically for EAD, the fees will be $550 and for Advance Payroll, the fees will be $590. So effectively the fee increase will be from $1,225 for the entire package to $2,270 for the entire package. So it is a significant increase in the fees. So for all of those people who are waiting for their priority dates to become current, I had made a previous video for October 2020 visa bulletin prediction, where I mentioned that these priority dates for employment-based green cards, which is EB1, EB2 and EB3, may see significant forward movement. So if you are in that situation where your priority date might become current in the next 2 or 3 days, you might want to prepare your application as soon as possible. You have 1 day to file because the October visa bulletin takes effect 1st of October and then the fee increase happens on 2nd of October. You might have to be ready with your application package so that you can file on the first day of October 1st with the lower fee structure. Because if you are late and if you file it on October 2nd, so you might have to pay $2,270 instead of $1,225 per applicant. So that is something to keep in mind. Another thing is the I-485 application form is also set to change. So when you download that form, make sure that you look at the bottom right corner of the form where it tells you the version number and the date. So you must pick the latest version of the form which has the latest date. There is one more change for non-immigrant visas such as H1B, L1B. As you know, there is a premium processing that is done. And typically the premium processing is guaranteed to be done in 15 calendar days. Now USCIS says that going forward in October, the premium processing duration is going to be 15 business days instead of 15 calendar days. That effectively increases the premium processing time by another week. So it will be 3 weeks instead of 2 weeks. So that is something to keep in mind as well. So as you can see here, I am on American Immigration Lawyers Association website, which is where I wanted to see the fee changes. So as you can see, there is a link to the document that is given, and I will put this link in the description of this video as well. But they have specified all the fee changes by application. So basically on the left hand side you can see the type of application, you'll see the current fee, you'll see the final fee, what has changed, percentage change, and if there are any forms that have revisions, that is on the rightmost side. So you can do a search on any of the application that you want to check. So say for instance, if I search for 485, which is adjustment of status, as you can see, the current fee is $1,140, and then the new fee, which is final fee, is $1,130. So the fee change is minus $10. So actually the fee is decreasing for this particular form. But typically, as I said earlier, you file 2 other forms along with it. One is application for employment authorization, and then also the application for advance parole, which is the travel document. So now as you can see, the final fee for application for employment authorization is $550. So now this fee is typically not paid the first time. So when you concurrently file I-485 and 765, which is employment authorization, you don't need to pay any fees for employment authorization card. Same thing for the travel document. But now you can see going forward, even for the first time, there is a fee of $550 for employment authorization. Now let's look at the advanced payroll form. So this is the travel document. Form number is I-131. As you can see, if you're filing it for the first time, it is free currently, but you're going to start paying $590 even for the first time. And from the second time onwards, the current fees are $575, which has increased to $590, so $15 increase. So this is just an example that I wanted to give you. You can search by any form that you like on this website and it will tell you the current fee versus the increased fee. So that will give you an idea of how much of a fee increase you should expect if you are to file some of these forms. Now, some of the other non-immigrant forms are also increasing their fees, such as TN visa, E-visa. their fees are increasing by 50%. So if you are in the process of submitting your TN visa application, do so now instead of waiting until October, because the fees are going to increase by 50%. H1 fees are set to increase by 21%. L1 fees are set to increase by 75%. So although your employer pays for it, this is going to be a significant financial impact for companies that do significant L1 transfers. So that's in a nutshell. My point of this video is, if you are impacted by fee increases which are set to take effect starting October 2nd, you might want to consider filing your application before October 2nd. You also want to check the latest form that you are filling for your application, because many of these forms are going to change. Now, as I said before, there are some lawsuits that are pending in the court, but these lawsuits can go either ways. It's in your best interest to follow the news, be prepared with the fee increases and also the form changes, so that your application gets processed in a timely manner. So that's all I wanted to say in this video. If you like this video, please hit the like button and consider subscribing to my channel, and I will see you in the next one.